fair LAN environment at the Katowice playing.
Yeah, and they've got Tania on LAN as well, which is even more exciting for the Heroic squad. They did it with him online. He had a shaky match when he played against Liquid. But we saw his debut was like a young talent, one for the future. Very different Vito in this series, but we'll get into it later as it is going to be Liquid choosing to start on the T side. Despite Heroic picking this map, they won it last time. Got a full A execute here for Liquid as they come storming in. X-Floud up in heaven. Bit of a gap, forced by the shot through the smoke, but he can't connect a kill. LNZ committed in the site, and for good reason, as he next two as they cross in. Gonna have to be a retake now as the bomb goes down.
Bomb has been planted. Plant secured, but the battle is only just beginning for Liquid here. They've lost ultimate on a swing. Out in the heavens, it's Nerds and Naf trying to make magic happen. A dink down range. Nerds will close. Hell of a round from Guy.
Sorry, no one was retaking, so I was scared they were flanking. Yeah, no, it's all good.
And no one was retaking, so Naf was scared they were flanking, which, you know, fair enough. Round locked in as Nerds delivers.
That hurts to lose, really. When you get a 4v3 like that and you get to give up the site entirely and coming together. But a lot of space taken in the post plant. Nerds puts it to use. This time he wants victory over his former organization. But we can't drum that story too much because not a single similar player. This is a new look Heroic that came on to 2025 with an exciting start. The question is, can they remain exciting? Can they stick it on LAN? The one LAN match was against Spirit, so we can write it off. And even then, they made a brief comeback to make it interesting. This is a match we know Heroic can win. They've already done so. And so with MP9s in round 2, they look to find the force. Meanwhile, Liquid surrounding this B-bomb site. It's a crisp couple of entries for Nerds as they come flying into him. And this was not even a commitment. Everyone's still defaulting. JKS holding the A push. Perhaps even in B.
Good clear for Naf.
Business.
Let's do the same thing.
I was talking to Liquid a little bit before we came into this game. The vibes seem good right now. They are playing table tennis, having a nice time. It's a good warm-up.
Nerd said playoffs.
Yeah,
so he'll be humble and he'll go for playoffs.
Be humble. We just want to go top 8.
Just be humble. Well, a player with... I like the high aspirations because we know this team should be capable of that. They just did it at Shanghai with Yakinda instead of Nerds. And by all margins, this is an upgrade. I guess the only argument is the role. Obviously, it's a big conversation, but Liquid trying to figure things out. They think they can make it work. And we have seen JKS slightly change how he plays on these T sides as well. Still going to be an extremity player, but I've seen him be going for more entries on certain maps like Ancient. It's going to be teething issues here for Liquid, no doubt, but these are the perfect games to figure them out in the play-in. By all standards, this game started off strong. 3-0 lead. Boot on Heroic's neck, and a full buy coming up. And even though, you know, I definitely want to buy into this Heroic project because I think as an organization, they've done some really cool things. They've built up a lot of great rosters. Saw has done so much with seemingly so little. They've also returned some Pius to competitive play in this team, and he was great to watch back in Copenhagen and online. And so there's definitely, there's definitely aspects that are enjoyable about this heroic squad, but at the same time, I actually have really high expectations of Liquid. I like the playoffs cool. I think Liquid certainly need to prove themselves to start off a good year. If they start off this year with, you know, crash out, like we can write off Bounty for them because it was their first couple of games. It was online matches as well. If they crash out here at Katowice, I think that just on a vibe level, this team is going to have trouble. We all, you know, we know internally, like this is a rocky road for Liquid over the past couple of years with the amount of players that have come in and the little amount of relative success these rosters have achieved compared to what we would expect on paper. The whole Cadian arc. So I want to see a lot more from Liquid. This is the tournament to do it.
I think you're dead on with your expectations and what's to follow here, especially because, you know, echoing again what was said on the desk, Kassad mentioned it, how like this is just a flat upgrade, right? It's not like you've kind of side graded a player, so now you have someone with a different set of skills that you're trying to integrate. Like, Nerds brings a hell of a lot to the table. And the same thing that was even said about Yakindar all the way back when he first moved into this squad, Nerds is one of those players where you feel like he could join any team and instantly make them better. And so that is the expectation for Liquid here.
That was a nightmare for LNC. He peaked before the flash and he got full blinded and then he got spotted. So JKS nades him out and finds that entry kill here that Liquid desperately desired in a 4v5. They're going to commit to this A, execute. It's only X-File taking up the position of his fallen teammate.
And support is a long way away. Gets out with the first, but an instant trade from Twists. Smoke's already down in Con. Fast flank on the cards. If Tanir could just buy a few more seconds here, that would be valuable. Instead, he falls, spammed out by Nafly. Youngster arriving on this fast flank. They just turn for it, though. Ultimate. That mental timer goes off. And at the perfect moment, he strikes.
That's crazy as well. I mean, by all accounts, Youngstar had the drop on him, hit the first shot, but he couldn't even get a second bullet out of his gun to find that kill. Sumpire save, and Liquid stick the landing.
There is no escape. Nice. Good fucking shit, Justin. He's fine.
So the thing, let's get into the veto here, because the thing I think that's interesting this
I'm
time,
glad, I wanted to talk about it too.
Well, that's tough. I started it, so
go.
First, Heroic picked this map. Last time, Liquid picked Anubis as the second map. We had the bans, they're the same, of Training Inferno, but Liquid picked this map last time, and so it let Heroic pick T-side. They went on a 7-round T-side, they closed the map, they look good. Heroic now pick it, even though maybe you could expect Liquid would have picked this again, trying to get revenge. And the downside of Heroic picking it is Liquid get that T-side start. I think, you know, I've said this recently, like teams are starting, usually you just go CT side every time, on every map, in every game. You never pick T-side. Even when Dust2 was 54% back in like 2020, 21. Nowadays, we are seeing teams pick T-side on Anubis, on Dust, even on Inferno as well. So Liquid get an inherent advantage there. The rest of the veto is shaken up a bit because we have a nuke pick for Liquid. That was banned out by Heroic last time. And we have a Dust2 close, which Liquid banned last time. So some big changes after this week off. And right now they're coming up for Liquid. Sumpire maybe with a tech, looking frustrated.
Yeah, what just happened there?
Talking to an admin, but damage has been done. I don't know what's happened. Clearly.
Whoa, that's awkward.
Yeah, no, something's broken.
It looked like he froze or something, but the kill came in after the fact.
He's playing. Round is live. Something going wrong.
Oh, that's the hero warp. He had a play he wanted to make as well. Had the flash pulled, ready to go out mid.
Should just be looking to save, I think, once this A hit comes in, because it's 4v5 on eco. But Liquid are loving the T-side start. They are bleeding the clock. fake on A, but I don't think Heroic are buying it. They've still got 2 players at this B bomb site. Sure, Sunpius in the wrong place is good for Liquid, but that's a sick kill for LNZ. And he might go one step further. Dropping in, JKS. Oh, good spray. Recovers that kill as they try box in this B hit. Youngster gets aggressive and Liquid send it. 20 seconds.
They can retrieve. This can get weird. Sunpius now joins the fray as well. Moving over on that AWP. Youngster opens. There's the Sunpius. AWP gets there just in time. It's a tech issues or not, frustrations or not. Sunpius able to do enough to win the round. And now looks to fix the PC as well.
Yeah, keep these mics muted on the players. I don't think we need to tune in. There's a lot of, well, you know, Iberian soul on your screen right now. But he puts that anger to use, Harry. Double kill to close a round. And Heroic win a half buy.
In some insane way, like, it did work. Maybe if he goes mid, because they were holding mid at the start, that's where he wanted to make his play. What if he died? Then the AWP was lost and they don't win the round. So it all worked out.
So Source should start kicking computers under Sunpius' desk before every round, should he? Playing on hard mode. Awkward round for Liquid because they actually had the perfect setup. I think they feel that hitting A there is risky because they've just done so many A hits in this game. They want to go back to something different, so they go for a very late change into that B bomb site. Leave it too late, they get smoked off at 20 seconds, they have to run through, and those 5-7s are lethal. So Liquid overcook a little bit, but understandably so, with no information. At least Saul's having fun.
I mean, that round there wasn't just Sunpius, right? Youngster had his moment, and I think he's been one of the more interesting talking points around this Heroic squad, right? Like in the opening game when this team was, you know, the first match we saw them play, it was kind of all eyes on Tanir, the guy new to this level, and he showed up in a big way. But as the Blast Bounty tournament continued on, Youngster emerged as a real driving force behind Heroic's successes. And so I really want to see if he can keep that up here in the Hall of Heroes in Katowice. Because it adds a whole, you know, already we've talked a little bit about the kind of clash that's going to be coming up between Nerds and Youngster down in Dark. It's going to be a real swing fight here for control of Anubis. And, you know, I think in terms of talking ex-Heroic players here, you could learn a great deal from Kixan and his mentality when he was invited to join the squad. I always remember an interview he did where he kind of said, like, yeah, you know, a year and a bit ago I was on Blue Jays and now I get to play in this Heroic team. I'm not going to waste this opportunity. And boy, he didn't, right? He got his name out there, made a name for himself, and made the Heroic squad good. I think it's a similar sort of situation here for Youngster in this team. If he can keep delivering, he gets his name out there.
Yeah.
And he can rebrand to Young Star.
Young Star, yeah.
Which sounds cooler.
Apparently it's Young. I'm gonna talk to him. We'll get to the bottom of that. I think it's
What's better, Young Star or Youngster?
Definitely Young Star, but I'm biased. I'm gonna make him change his.
Just sounds sick. Like he's pulling up and he's going, yeah, I'm Young Star. I'm the guy you just bought into your team.
It's
immediately.
fine,
You're like, yeah.
Flames said, call him whatever we want. Flamesy, Flames, you know, depends on the game. And so we'll beat around the bush with this one. Yeah, I mean, first Katowice, first time in the Hall of Heroes for, you know, 4 of the 5 players are Heroic. This Sangao core, Antonia as well, new boy. Want to see if he can show us what he did online. Had an incredible debut that you mentioned. But past that point, had trouble sticking the landing. Obviously didn't get his visa in time to play Bounty. Oh, they're walking up close. And the leg shot, that's devastating for Sunpius.
Yeah, Mac 10 goes brrr. Twists running it into the A site. X-Cloud head on a swivel. Valiant last stand as he's still in this, but there's the backstab from Nerds. And he's even going for a little bit more. Nerds will get punished. Tanier with the trade. Ultimate over in camera looking for the pick that defines the outcome of this round, and Youngster walks right into his crosshair. It's just Tanier. A scary route laid out ahead of him. They're both swinging this angle. They want the fight. They want the 2v1.
Ooh.
He breaks apart the engagement, deals with JKS. Ultimate, though, there to pick it up.
Oh, Nerds is terrifying in that round. He's going for the Omega flank where he doesn't trade twists and he goes Heaven instead. It's weird because on one hand, he kind of sells his teammates in A main and doesn't trade twists. But on the other hand, he's guaranteed to get that kill by the time he gets to Heaven. So it's a risk-reward maneuver that almost lets Liquid down. But fighting together in the post plant, Ultimate and JKS so often alive in these late rounds together, they're going to get it done. Ultimate on the AK with an impact kill to keep Liquid in control of this game. We've got one more buy for Heroic before all things get awkward on this CT side. Tanier with a shotty.
It's a good position for it, but the util's always going to make your life miserable. Oh, Tanier was debating going through that. It's good that he didn't. Nats was there waiting on the other side. Heard that auto shotgun now. That would be enough of a reason for me to not want to give it a look in. He's going to up and leave.
Another A pop for Liquid. These have been really good. Still got some nades for LNZ. Ollie goes out. It's not going to stop Liquid. They are all in for this one. Look at Heroic's rotation. They've started to make the info play. They know it's coming.
Little bait and switch here, though, and they actually go swinging it together. Linus controls that M4, and with a bit of help from X-Cloud, it's all left onto Ultimate. That auto shotgun finally gets to play its hand. And so back and forth we go. Heroic, good for the reply. Finally some rounds getting traded back and forth here, and a timeout called in for Liquid. I mean, you're already in a very powerful position being 5-2 up like this, but you're on the verge of having this money start to break down on the T side, and so you don't want Heroic to start blazing a trail back in later in the CT half. You know, every CT side round is super valuable here on Anubis. And so the fact that it's Heroic getting in the driver's seat and in that position where they could really take control of the game, take control of the money, that's a bit of a red flag if you're Team Liquid.
Yeah, that would have been Heroic back on pistols with a 6-1 lead for Liquid, so that could have been the half just disappearing in front of your very eyes. Want to see if Sunpires goes back to more of these aggressive early plays. It's something that this map was when Ultimate joined this team, Liquid, he was so effective at finding 5v4s on CT Anubis. Big reason why Liquid loved this map and made it their home map. He was a huge piece of it. So can Sunpires find similar effect in this new squad? Set up to succeed, but there's so many players shooting blind. LNZ shooting blanks dead early. Twist follows up. That's more of that Canadian Twist magic in middle. Double entry, and JKS denies a flank from Con. This is just crumbling for Heroic. Sunpire should save, he knows it. But they're gonna feed him, he's gonna eat him. One grabbed. No way he's going for this though.
Canadian twists. I like that.
I
didn't know what it means. Like, what is it when
I said
he's
magic
playing,
after, there was another word.
When he's playing scared.
You are
like,
rewriting history.
He's American twist.
You are rewriting history, Harry.
That's more like it. That Canadian twists.
I added magic.
Magic.
Let the record show. It's not my best work, It is some of my work.
But a timeout well spent, I would say, for Team Liquid. Good openers provided from the captain. Keeps this T-side building up and keeps Heroic right where they want them. More importantly is just not letting Heroic get in that power position where they have control over the game, where they have control over the money. You've at least dodged that for now. There's so much thought going into every one of these rounds because both teams know that these are the moments to break through. These are the moments to really tee yourself up for the rest of this map. It's been a problem area for Heroic. Seen some Pius try to make plays here. In the last round, it was Linus teed up by a some Pius flashbang. But they've just been lacking the manpower. They found good space in other areas of the map, but let's see what the adjustment is for Heroic. It's a three-man start leaning towards A bit more passive over in mid. That's right, as Liquid look to take away this water control. Molly Smoke dropped in there early, but it looks like Nerds prepared to do battle for this control. Molly in, so he knows he's got the space. This is good real estate to have early on for Nerds. All the makings of the B split. Nerds tries his hand at the opening, but it doesn't pan out. Tanier responds with a double. Ultimate's been waiting all round over at the T-stairs. Finally gets to fire off on that AWP. Tries to regain this ground over towards Dark, but if you look at the minimap, everyone's rotated around for Heroic with the exception of xFloud.
Oh, great boost.
3 strong over towards B, and that boost is allowed to come through as a result. Tanier causing problems. Naf will reply, and they know about Linus. They know someone put Tanier up on that boost. They're not able to get this one man. He's not giving the fight away. This is a great play to delay from Linus, and it's meant that there was no defense around this bomb plant. Ultimate will get run through by some Pius. And so Heroic have their captain to thank, teeing up Tanier for a beautiful 3-piece. It all comes up for Heroic.
Yeah, Liquid really had to flush him out of that back corner there, but I think they expected a lot more resistance. Heroic were playing really passive at the back of Temple, the back of CT. They could have chased Linus, but they keep bait shooting towards him and then holding for the repeat from Temple, thinking there was more to it. Heroic actually weren't ready to go, and so Liquid's opportunity disappears. Heroic trying to bounce back in this map, trading rounds back and forth now. Who will stick the landing first and control the economy? We've even got Nerds down on his famed MP7.
Man, I feel like we've been promising all game that one of these teams is going to have that breakthrough moment and finally take control of the economy, and it's Heroic kind of, I mean, both squads in that position now. So whoever wins this one is looking for an extra round on the back of it. For Liquid, that would mean cementing a solid T-side. For Heroic, it would mean a hell of a CT half. 5 rounds, as good as done. You'll take that all day long on Anubis. Are they ready to withstand this B split again? This time a bit more up-tempo to take Dark away. 3 strong there as well, but the bomb goes in first. Naf out of the round as Tanier once more offers up the defense. Youngster here playing trades. Won't be able to get this reload off in time. Twist Tech 9 Supremacy will lock in this B site. Bomb picked up. Ultimate looking down for this fight in Dark. Linus gonna walk the smoke, and that gives the kill away for free. It's just xFloud. They swing him together, and xFloud's able to repel it. 1v2 for xFloud, and that has teed up Heroic for a stellar CT half.
All right, maybe it's on land where we get this guy, because we were touting him as the talent inside of that Sangol team, but in Heroic so far, he's been outshone by Tanier, by Youngster. Xfloud, strong start to this game, some solid A multi-kills, does it in the clutch as well here. Heroic needed that just to stay afloat in this map. Bringing the energy to the Hall of Heroes.
Look at this Liquid of force, because that round comes down to a 1v2 clutch, right? They know that they still have Heroic in that vulnerable position.
Risky move.
I mean, this is trying to min-max as many rounds as you can.
But 6 isn't enough. If they lose this, they're on back-to-back forces. They're looking at a 6-6 half. That's not a great half for a T side of Anubis.
No, and I think it becomes very impressive for Heroic if they're able to pick up this map, because you talked about the veto earlier on, how Liquid were the ones to pick this into the matchup the last times these teams faced. It would show just how strong Heroic are becoming on Anubis. But the Pistols find a lot of success to open up this round. And on money alone, Heroic should be eyeing up the save here. 2 kills, all it takes for Liquid to break through. Oh, there's so much of a gamble on this retake. You know you have the edge in terms of the firepower, and you really don't want to be giving this over. But if you lose it, if you come up short, you're left with nothing, and suddenly the runway is open for Liquid to have a good T-side after all.
Nice bloodlusting for Nerds there. Definitely worth it. With all this talk of economy going into the last couple of rounds of the half, and it's Heroic who actually will be left lacking. Liquid take a big risk, a big swing, but it lands square in the face. 7-round half, worst case. And they've got Heroic with a pretty poor buy coming up. It's going to be 3 rifles, it looks like. They've been trying to do this all half. They finally get in that con control with a lot less resistance, and look at the platform it just gives you to go for a fast B split. Explosive T round. And Youngster, hello.
Very ballsy play. They'll hear this from stairs. He's actually going to try push through. Nerds nade on the smoke. He didn't spot him, having crossed to the other side.
Oh, this is so good right now. They're just ready. They're primed to go off of Youngster's contact. This molly will stall things out. I like the Sunpice actually goes back there. Oh, he can't make up his mind. Still scared of all these smokes over B, but still got Youngster in this very potent position.
Not spotted by the mid players either.
It's actually going to go wrong, it might. No one's looking. Oh, they saw something. Don't know how, but they find him. Now this haste split's on.
And Youngster goes from being an aggro lurk to someone that you would expect in this position if you're JKS. Oh, timing though!
Yeah,
and that MP9 gives chase. Still, the site has fallen. Liquid 4v3 as they look to win out on the T side. And all 3 players coming in through main. There's this crossfire set up between Naf and Ultimate. Meant to reel it in. It's left to Tanier in this 1v2, but the rest of Liquid don't have to face this. They've got the bomb to play around, and they're playing it together. Layered peak. There's no winning that for Tanier. Nerds makes it so, and that T-side is recovered by Team Liquid with a starring performance put forth from Nerds.
down. Hold up and down. Come under me. Come under me. Go under me right now. Go under me.
Perfect.
Nice.
Good job.
Well
Keep
played,
going,
guys.
well
Let's go.
Fucking perfect. Sick.
Thank you.
Back and forth in that first half of play, but ultimately the T side is a winning side for Team Liquid. Heroic certainly had their chances to more than break through. This could have been a very profitable first half from them, but their salvation's going to have to come from the T side of their map pick of Anubis. It's where they do their best work. So let's see in this rematch between Liquid and Heroic, one that Heroic were able to pick up to start the year. Have Liquid come through with a vengeance? Not a util split between Linus and some Pius in this pistol round. As Heroic set their sights on A. Liquid wait there with 3.
Setup is nice, but it's very committed. JKS can't really bail. And if they wide swing, he's, oh my God, in trouble. Talk of trouble. Xcloud picked early. JKS gets a bit of a spot on this headshot angle, and it's going to be Nerds taking his bullets for him. There's nowhere to go but Mr. Savage. As the molly hits the site, he hits the deck. 3-on-3, and Heroic swing together a wolf pack of death in this A site. Tanir's on for the ace right now, and he might just get it. Naf bows out, and Heroic connect the shots and the dots to take this pistol round.
Explosive stuff from Tanir, man. I mean, that is a hell of a turnaround in the pistol, a pistol that Heroic desperately needed. And Tanir gets the job done solo. Exciting to see this guy on LAN. I mean, you touched upon it earlier on, right? But that was kind of the first blow to this Heroic squad after managing to secure the LAN playoffs back at Blast Bounty. Tanir couldn't make it due to visa issues. And so finally have him on site for Katowice, and what an impression he's making. 13 and 11, topping the charts for Heroic. Top performer in the server, tied up with Nerds.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Considering he was the landmark signing of Team Liquid, Tanir matching that when this guy was plucked out of the blue by Saw is an impressive feat.
That's the craziest part. You compare these two players, right? Nerds has stature, he has experience, he has major playoffs experience, and then you have Tanir, a guy who's been playing online in a mix in a team owned by a streamer. Very impressive output from this guy in the very short amount of time we've seen him play at this level, and I can only imagine he's going to improve. Heroic explosive rather through the B smoke. And there's no one here. Liquid might just have to save.
We've already had a unicorn round. We can't get another.
Oh.
Someone's going to die.
2 unicorns? Not
Can't
that
be done,
rare.
or else there would be loads of unicorns.
They're everywhere.
Oh my God, it's going to happen. Hold your breath, everyone. Holy, it might be happening. 10 players alive, 2 games in a row. Don't ruin it, Xcloud. Don't ruin it, Xcloud. Don't yeah.
We should call them. We should call them like.
Yes, my guy.
Oh.
He gets out of there. Xcloud, the real legend. 10 players left standing when all is said and done as the gap continues to close.
I admire your optimism. You're able to celebrate the least exciting thing available.
It doesn't get better than that.
Really?
There's a way you can kind of all win. Obviously, you can't actually all win. Someone has to lose slightly. And in this case, it was Liquid. But they at least get out with all these guns to run back the force again.
They want our hearts. Trying to win the economy now. Trying to make these MP9s sing while they still can. The retake of Connector here. It's coming at a nice time because LNZ lines up nades. How does he survive that? And that's pre-MP9 nerf. They're going to go for this ace split. There's nothing here to stop it. Just JKS in the middle of the site. He's overwhelmed. And that is it. Heroics stick the landing on their conversions. I mean, Liquid don't really want to save here. They may as well go for some damage on the way out.
It's not going to be a horse round.
Shouldn't be.
No, don't make it a horse now as well.
More of a centaur.
You always, you know.
Go on.
You love horses, right?
Yeah, big fan.
Because you always like to be the centaur of attention. There it is.
Oh.
There it is. Kind of horse-based jokes.
Yeah.
It's a new thing we're trying. Paying tribute to the Liquid logo, of course. Which is a horse.
Oh, really? First time I've noticed that, actually.
Yeah, it's a horse with spikes.
I think that's just its mane.
What was that?
No, I don't know. Something bro. It was a flame. Nothing's going to beat Bubble after winning the pistol, calling Fury a bots, and then literally bottom fragging. Nothing will ever beat that, for me at least. But we can always try.
All right, hold your horses. Ultimate, donning the AWP. Still those saved MP9s. And Ultimate takes that mid-spawn. He's going to scope up here and look for the opening.
It's actually Liquid going full Furia buy, if we remember that, about a year ago when they started doing it, but oh, the orb behind it needed to pluck something out. Instead, it's getting run down. There's a molly in camera. There's nowhere to go for Ultimate. He's saved by his teammate's utility. Great supporting nades from Twists. Two-2-1. As Heroic regroup for the B hit. They don't have any con control, though. It's a bit of a one-trick pony, Harry, through main.
Tanir. Able to break through with that opening. Naf spammed out, and Nerds run at down in dark.
No business winning that round. Oh, yeah.
It landed, but it didn't stop the plant. Far from it.
Oh,
And xFloud even
ready.
chasing on that MP9. Enjoy it while you still got it.
Let's not pretend the MP9 is going to be bad now, guys. Let's not. That was a joke. It's not going to be bad. It's still going to be really good, actually. That nerf coming does not feel like enough. And Ultimate.
True, but also,
Yeah?
you know, let's all just remember, they nerfed the CZ into the ground to the point where it became unusable. There's
okay,
like
yeah,
two sides to the coin. I'd rather small incremental changes.
I'm with you. I'm not complaining, for the record. I just think it's an interesting nerf coming because it's not the main problem of the MP9, which is
One
the
day,
run and gun.
they'll gather enough data on the Negev to finally finish those changes.
1,700, guys. But
for a
now,
short time
now.
while we collect data.
Yeah, the data is coming. Kixon's trying to give it to them every day, actually.
7 years of data, and it's still not enough.
I'm going to stand, like, Maui would hate me, but I'm still going to stand by and say, like, I actually think there is a way to make it work.
You buy it like if you're winning a game 11-1.
Damn right.
You buy it, you die, and then you go, all right, and then it's
Okay.
11-7, and then it's time to lock in.
And I say this, the best usage of an MP9 in a pro game actually isn't Kixon. It's actually M80. Back when Mabs was on the team at Pro League, they would buy Negevs and T-Spawn Ancient. They would throw them towards B. They throw decoys towards B, sell the Negev, and buy a rifle. And so there'd be all this noise outside B, and you couldn't hear steps. It's just very distracting. Like 5 Negevs going... Very annoying. Mental warfare, Harry. But we're back in.
Oh, an ultimate's open. No, it says, all right, youngster, might want to watch the push. He catches him. Nades pulled, nades primed, but not ready for the aggression. Nafly waiting to receive the rest of this B play while xFloud's making some noise in middle.
Oh,
God, there's a lot of getting caught with nades out here for Heroic, and it's meant that this round was unsalvageable. Ultimate puts up a stellar defense with 3. And xFloud, well, they knew where he was, making noise over in middle. They've got a good idea where he could have got to in this time as well.
Ultimate's just a rifle of this game. Put down the AWP, son. Rifle is getting it done. Oh, okay, recovered it. But he's got a lot to do. X-Floud in a 1v4 now. I mean, this is a bit scary because now he has a 1v1 against Twists. If he gets this kill, open runway to plant the bomb if he can figure that out. It's a good clear position, but Twist is jiggling. He lands it. And this is still a very tight game, but that is Liquid's first CT round locked in.
Could see Roland, from Poland no less, showing up in Katowice. Ooh. Powerful nade and Nerds. He liked the aggression in the last round. He's trying to come through with it again. This time Youngsters adapted. They lose to near lurking B, but Juzzy still has nades up his sleeve. Gonna get another one downrange, and that'll be a late trade onto Youngster.
I mean, this whole round is a masterclass of HEs. 3 50 damage nades landing from Liquid. Don't often get that much for free. And I love the mid-round call from Twist. They're going to regroup mid, go for the push. They will lose the B site, but there's a good chance they catch a kill on the way. X-Floud trying to get back to Connector, and now they can full reset. They hear the smoke. They know that Heroic are taking space. It's up to Sunpius to force the issue. Playing Temple now in the post plant is even better.
It's kind of a gimmicky little fake smoke there, though, right? If you're Liquid, they didn't clear this. They just heard the smoke go off at Temple, so they've all gone CT. Sunpius is going to try get behind them, but that leaves a lot of pressure on Linus to actually slow this down, to buy Sunpius time. Is Linus up for the task?
It's a good molly.
Molly put down, going to slow this retake. Give even more time to Sunpius. He bought him as much as he could, but it's just the one and done. Sunpius cut down shy of the clutch.
You just think one kill there for Linus, and that actually is super winnable. The clock was really low. Get a couple of kills for Sunpius, but they trade him really, really fast. Twist making some nice moves in this round, right? The re-aggression in middle catches them a kill. They group entirely for the 4v2, and even though Heroic actually have some pretty potent positions, they're not able to make them work. So Liquid don't sit back on this CT side. They bring the heat, and they take back-to-back rounds.
I mean, this is high pressure for Heroic. Last time these squads matched up, Liquid picked into Anubis. Things did not go swimmingly. Heroic now, after making a bit of a staple of their pool, they've picked it into this series, but that gave Liquid the freedom to decide where to take the series for map 2.
We need to be more together as a team. Everything we do on this map has to be as a team. There is no just I'm doing this. We need to help each other.
Completely agree. It's a great call. This is what we're seeing as well in these last few rounds. See, again, Liquid make a grouped play. The B main push. They don't actually use a flash. Not giving away the info is nice. Fake smoke out could set up Nerds perfectly, but it does leave him completely on his own with no support. If he peeks now, Sunpius would be dead. He's scoped on the smoke. But Nerds gonna get this close fight instead to near perfect peek. Nails it as Naf falls to the AWP as well. It's the danger of making the move out of spawn.
Like Twist said, right, you have to kind of win as a team, lose as a team, and right there, Liquid, they'll do the latter. Double swing with the flash, and Heroic are able to deal with it well. There's a bit of a move being made out here in middle from Ultimate.
Might drop the bomb.
He'll be close by with the backstab. It's just, I don't think the rest of Liquid are interested in going for this round. They're so far out of it, and after losing Naf and Nerds early on, you can't justify attempting this 3-on-5, not with the money on the line.
Shame to see that. I think if Ultimate actually committed to the flank, he would have killed the bomb before it went out, but Like you said, his team weren't even thinking about that round after the double entry, so it was never going to lead to much. Liquid will be allowed to save these guns, as Heroic realize they have to play the long game on their pick.
Terrorists win.
Is it possible? Can you repeat? We will do the rain moving, Kev. Can you do the smoke, Simon? And you guys just contact like 3 mid after. You can do dark smoke. I will insta big beat. I mean middle, sorry. I will insta big middle.
All right, let's keep our eyes on some Pius then. No contact pulled for from Twists. Instead, he takes a more passive approach.
It's fine. Twist isn't going to go swinging. He's going to pull back off middle. Nice flash. Oh, the dink. There's at least a trade. You'll take one for ones if you're Liquid right now, but Twist or Ultimate's got to give up mid entirely. Oh, Twist gets forced in by the Molotov. The spray looks so close. Tanir on his last legs. Youngster trying to chase down the A anchor as well. He's eating that molly. This is a bit of a messy round for Heroic. They wanted contact mid. They're getting a bit of a bash. 4v3. Just need a group now if they want to commit. So back to Connector for a late B. Naf is still here with a belt.
Oh, just about getting back in. Smokes, Molly's deployed. Naf buys precious time. And so Ultimate's able to get here and lend a helping hand. Good stuff from Naflight. Takes the pace out of the site take, and it's just Tanir left standing. Low on health from that earlier battle on Twists in middle, and so takes it no further.
That's cool. Fucking big round, you two. Good fucking job. Beautiful.
And that's despite no one on the B side, right? That regroup for Heroic, a man up into a solo hold. Naf anchors down like a rock, drags Heroic with him to the bottom of the sea. Very nice util usage and sets up his team well to finish that.
Nice! Fucking sick, boys! That's good.
Liquid now within reach. How much Heroic have been putting on middle. It's a dangerous reswing for Twist, but the AWP blind doesn't punish. Some Pius goes back to B as Heroic go in middle. You can see Liquid just aren't worried at all. They're going to aggress elsewhere, pushing into water through A main and con.
Yeah, these have been some picture-perfect responses out of Team Liquid.
Oh, legged.
It was meant to be the trade for Ultimate, but only damage done to Youngster means this is 5v4. Heroic now make their move in middle. Creeping ever closer. Naflight just playing for the spot. Wants to at least give Twists and JKS the gift of info and even more damage onto Linus. As that comm comes down the line, JKS ready for what's coming his way. Flash leaves him blind. X-Cloud starts to chase down the double main setup, but here's Naf on the rotate. JKS still overstays his welcome in main. Heroic haven't been able to flush him out yet. They finally catch him with nades in hand. 2v2 as the plant looks to come through. I don't know about Ultimate deep behind enemy lines, but the longer he takes, the more aware of it they'll become. And now some Pius has his eyes on.
Tanir's got to cover his AWP right now, but he gets spammed through the smoke. No info, no need for Naf. Keith! He's done him dirty. 2 kills out of absolutely nowhere. I mean, some Pius was scoping. He knew that Naf would know his position behind that smoke, but he was hoping he had cover. You can't cover that. And Liquid have won a lot of man-down rounds in this game.
That's crazy, Keith.
Nice, Keith!
Killer Keith.
Nice, Keith!
Calm,
Yeah, Keith.
Go, Keith.
Ooh, I said it too much, and now it doesn't even sound like a name. But great stuff from Keith nonetheless.
Chief Keith.
Chief Keith in the house. Keeping it real. And keeping Liquid in pole position. 3 chances to get this one over the line. And claim a bit of revenge.
Impressive CT side, 4 out of the last 5 rounds. Despite the heavy lead Heroic had at the beginning of this half of the first 4 on the tee. Okay, Nerds in the smoke, just headshots LNC. Oh. They're going to come flying through everyone's body, but not Nerds! He's putting on a show. 4 kills to end this map, to knock Heroic out of Anubis.
Go on, Nerds, go get the ace. Just give in to temptation, just this once. You are literally that guy. Just some Pius left standing, and Heroic might have no choice in the matter. Liquid,
Here he comes.
they wanted revenge for that matchup earlier on in the year, and they're looking to get it. Naf with the closer. Hell of a performance put forward from Nerds on this route to revenge for Team Liquid. Their map pick up next. It's Nuke as Liquid look for the win.
Get worse on Nuke. This is Liquid's pick. It's a map we saw this Heroic squad play once against Spirit, and they got absolutely smashed, Harry. It's only up from here.
Yeah, they did get smashed, but it's important to remember that that was with a stand-in. Tanier not present.
Sure. He had a pretty good map just now.
So let's see if he can be a difference maker here for the side of Heroic. Team Liquid, meanwhile, eyes set on ramp and the yard. Twists, opens with a tap to X-Cloud. And now Linus is getting run at. Dead after 1. Hell control taken. And what's the point of controlling hell if you don't plan on waging war with the heavens? Team Liquid hold this real estate. They're forcing a reaction out of Tanier.
I like the round the world for Liquid. Nert is going to play very late on this lurk, and so even Tanier getting closer doesn't help. He's actually dropping back down because the whole map is silent. 2 players on the top site say Heroic. But Liquid still have it in them to break this stack apart. Caught by surprise, Youngster and some Pius run down as Liquid look to lock in this pistol round.
But Tanier,
No,
the man who didn't get to play last time,
I'm not letting you build this.
in a 1v4 that
ain't.
everyone was writing him off of.
For good reason.
Or out of, rather.
It's done.
Tanier. More like tenacity.
Or like to... Okay.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Or like Hokter.
More like he's dead to the bomb, Harry. Maybe? It's backside plant? What do you wage? I say dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Kind of literally nowhere to go, though, in his defense, so... Gotta hope for the best. Liquid! Don't need to hope. They've done it. Pistol in the pocket.
Youngster with that fire mouse pad. I want
see it.
to get a look at that. For reasons unknown.
Oh, is it an anime pad?
It is an anime pad.
Ah, okay, well.
Show me the mouse pad next round.
Tanier with a shotty.
He likes the shotgun, and that's why we like Tanier. Because it's fun. And that's what this is all about. And winning. But if you can do both, gosh, what a feeling. Some Pius brings the scout out, takes it to the yard. Oh, it catches a bit of damage onto Nerds. X-Flower tries to swing on the back of it. More damage put down range. 3 players tagged up.
Not unwinnable. With the shotgun in lower, you kind of hope they go secret here, but Liquid actually walk back. Little do they know, they've avoided an absolute disaster on this B site. Does mean they have to re-clear everything in the lobby. 0 control. And an upper hit would just answer the call right now. Twist is lurking yard. They've done it. They found the gap.
Everyone was stuck underground, so no one able to mine the gap for Heroic.
Anything but the trolley. Naf will take the lot.
No, I my bad. Misco. Let's go.
It's everyone's bad. You're all responsible.
Can somebody...
Guys, you won the round. It's all good. Apologize later, Twist. In fact, you owe these guys nothing. Would be an insane mantra for an IGL to have, but... Oh, he's got a good picture, though. What's he doing there? Kind of like
waving and pointing. It's kind of a 2-for-1.
Pointing and waving. It's the two iconic esports photos combined.
Without
if
the
he could cross his arms at the same time. We're really into unknown territory. Out in the yard, though, pistols meet rifles, and rifles come out ahead. Tanir still dead, of course, as he's found out in the yard, and that leaves it all on some pious P250 and a dream.
This week on Man vs. Car. Car wins again.
Bit of an old school reference there. Rick and Morty from Hugo.
Car just
He's a huge,
always wins.
huge Rick and Morty fan in the current day. He loves them.
You know, you got to have a pretty high IQ to enjoy Harry and Hugo casting, I hear. Y'all wouldn't get it?
Yeah, it's closer to that little bell curve. It's both the really low IQ and the really high IQ that appreciate it.
Anyone in the middle.
Reasons. For anyone average, it's horrible. Here we are, though.
Which one are you? Let us know.
Team Liquid 3-0, but here come the rifles for Heroic. Some Pious even gets to play with an AWP.
Oh, lucky him. What have you got, Mr. Pious?
You ever thought about Pious, like...
Son's a first name. Oh, Twist is lurking. Oh, the nade doesn't actually work because, oh, well, Linus spams it anyway. He's getting another mag in. They're flowing out this A site, flooding it like liquid. 3 on 4. Heroic can concede and play the retake. That's a big kill on the break smoke. I think Liquid might need to give it up, but they've lost the bomb in the process. Look at JKS. He got down the vent. He's coming around the world. Ultimate, if he gets this kill, this round's back on to Nia. Great move to reset there. Still a backstab frag, but the AWP stops this from getting out of control.
Ultimate 1v3. That's the task laid out ahead of him. Some Pious drops in a back sight, hoping to play with Youngster. And yeah, there's Ultimate caught out in the open. Some good defense put forward from Heroic as they stop that explosion out through the door. Ultimate's left with nothing to do in the round. And so the first rifle finds success for Heroic.
Main point!
He always, yeah, he wanted to do the double high five.
Syncing them up, that's sick.
That's sick, man. I like that for X-Cloud.
Oh, Tania, again, aggression. And it gets him a 5v4 as well. This guy is not scared to play. Coming to LAN. Show him what he's worth here. More smoke breaks, but no shots to connect for some Pious. Careful, JKS. They are in the hut. They are in the hut. Almost kills himself with the uncrouch, but lands the final blow, even up at 4-4.
Yeah, but look at some Pious. It's a good angle holding this, and then he's even got support ready to swing out through Secret. Flashed off the line, but if anything, that gives Nerds a false sense of security. Twists will catch the Secret push at least. That's something. And now the real estate ramp has opened up.
And here's drop. Do they go for heaven control? It's their best route. That window break, actually. Oh, I don't know if they hear it. I really don't know if they hear it. Liquid's still going to walk down below. And Tanir, after faking the window, is now playing an unorthodox position. Doesn't need to force the peak here. But if he doesn't, they might clear him. Tanir with the check, drops the bomb, and now Ultimate in the prying eyes. Tanir finds 3 in the round. And Heroic are building in on this CT side.
I would like to try Spirit one more time. Just smoke close outside for me. Yeah. Up there?
I recommend you watch Tanir on the player cams when he's fighting. He always looks like he's like scared. He always, like he's jumping, like he's fighting his monitor. I can't describe it any better than that.
Okay.
Like he's surprised that he's seeing people. Kind of looks like he's like pulling back. Oh my god!
Ouch. Gonna try and play through, but the Walking Wounded arrive. They'll quickly become the Walking Dead as they get chewed up. Here's support from some Pious. The flash is good, sure, but... Oh wait, the bomb made it down vent. JKS rubbing his hands together.
Just stick it.
Money to be made. Money to be made. JKS collects that paycheck. Clock in, clock out. He's done his part in the round. Anything else is bonus.
I can see the mouse pad, Harry. I don't think it's what you were thinking.
What do you think I think it was?
I don't know, the noise you made.
Noise I made? I just said he has an anime mouse pad, bro.
Implied something.
I just wanted to see if it was from a recognizable
Sure.
anime.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a great name. Anyone's having a daughter. Anime.
Change your surname.
No, middle name, bro. Come on. They exist. This could be an anime-type storyline here with Heroic looking to right their wrongs and cook up some solutions on Liquid's map pick a nuke. The CT side's been kind to them thus far.
Silo Pete could just ruin X-Files round right now. He's so exposed. JKS converts a nice spray just spray control at range. 5v4. Tanir looking to fight Naf on ramp. This is an interesting 1v1. The shadow is awkward as LNZ did not know how deep Nerds could be in secret. The bomb is very late. I don't think it can cross with some Pious on this angle, but he goes back to support the A site. Dropping in time. And a round that Heroic shouldn't have any business winning with Nerds in lower, but Liquid could overcook by ending A. They seem poised for it. Main is a good option because if the AWP is covering outside, this bomb might get cut down. They're really looking to find some Pious. He is nowhere to be seen. So here comes the overcook. Here comes the boil, the brewing for Liquid on this A split.
Oh god, right into the lion's den. Here's the full stack. This was a save if the bomb didn't come here, but up through the vents, they've spotted Nerds now. That's all the info that Liquid needed, but they've paid quite the price for it. And now there's even this route with Nerds falling for Youngster to drop fast down the vents. Heroic making this one exciting. Ultimate restores a bit of normality. But oh, there goes Gravity. It's some Pious getting rid of JKS. Tanir hunting down the bomb planter, and a 3v5 comes up in favor of Heroic. Liquid play right into their hands.
Yeah, you could see that one just forming with the. It's all down to some Pious' AWP just having a angle outside early and Liquid knowing about it. Even though they get secret, they're out of smokes, and so the options are full reset lobby, which feels wasteful when they have outside, and Naf still has lobby control, or just go for the main split and avoid that AWP. It's some Pious who drops in early, poses a huge threat on that top site, and Liquid bailing. I also like that Youngster still drops vent there. He knows it's dangerous, but it keeps the pressure on so Liquid can never get comfortable. Even though he dies, it stalls people out. It means Ultimate can't cover the bomb plant. And Tanir heads up play, chases it down, wins the round. Heroic are now in the lead. It's a very different game. Showcasing already a better CT side than the one they did at Bounty, of course with the caveat of a stand-in and being against Spirit. But on Liquid's pick, Heroic's pocket. Got a very weak buy here.
Oh, now that smoke goes in, but that means Sunpius isn't going to hang around and watch the smoke all round. So right now, ramp is open. Liquid don't know that.
I like that Heroic feel confident enough to leave big gaps because it just requires very strong communication on CT side. Taneer starting secret, and like you said, Sunpius timings on ramp, a lot of timings open, cycling nades, checking outside. They've got a lot of eyes outside right now. He can commit to this position, let them down. If he can grab a 5v4, that would sweeten the deal. Nice smoke, though. Kind of forces Sunpius out of this position. Doesn't want to get lurked on by Tech 9s. They've still got B, remember. This will not come for free for Liquid.
It is only Taneer down here, but this guy's been in good form across the series. Rotate's now starting to make their way over in it. Clean shot to open out of Taneer. He can't follow through with anything else. Some room's been given a Linus to stop this bomb plant with so little time left. Pressure on for Naf. His teammates scrambling to lend a helping hand. They'll get chewed up. Nade finds Naflight and JKS. J stands for Jelly. The shot's just going straight through him. They finally find him to close.
So far they've had a heavy A game on gun rounds. You think so? Yeah.
Seeing some really nice setups for Heroic, keeping it fresh every round, keeping Liquid guessing. I mean, Taneer just decking Ultimate in that peak is crazy as well. The one gun they have, and they can't really cycle it in time. Everyone's stuck on pistols. LNZ dropping early as well, keeps the pressure on. And Liquid, another just weak buy where they save a couple of guns to play MAC-10s. Does that mean they're rushing A? Rushing ramp more like.
All right.
Testing the new boy.
Nobody here.
He's already just run down Secret again.
They will be hot on his heels. Trying to reposition into the site. That is a wild routing for Taneer.
I don't think he realized. He started lower, so he had no idea that there's 5 people just running out ramp, but then the call comes very late as he tries to reposition. Otherwise, he would have been in the double door, could have played that exactly like last round. That comes so quickly, but it will start again as Heroic move in for the retake.
With the replenishment of this smoke, things get really awkward. If nothing gives soon, Sunpius is even trying to vent wallbang. That's how desperate things are.
All on Linus to carve a path. I don't think it's happening.
Save called, and so this weakened buy from Team Liquid is enough. Even the chance to make it more expensive is Heroic head for the hills. The Glock comes hunting JKS. Denies that heavy save. Nowhere is safe on Nuke, so he'll fall to the bomb as well, but only one man surviving for Heroic in a round that they didn't even attempt.
That's really awkward. Taneer drops ramp insta, tries to go to play up the secret stairs like the previous round, but then I think someone calls, someone on A goes, they're all at ramp, they're running ramp, watch out. And he changes his mind, okay, I want to anchor, I want to actually fight in the site, play a long range against weaker weapons, and he gets caught between positions when he really just had to commit to his angle. So sure, Liquid, hey, they catch a cheeky round off the back of some pace, but that's not longevity in your T side. You need to show a little bit more depth here. You get one of those, breaking the 5-round streak of Heroic. But what will they fall back on?
There's also only one pause left for Heroic after that, so they really need to hope that this is going to give them a leg up on the CT half, because with T-side coming, the job does not get easier. That's why you're going to see Sunpius likely struggling to be as involved on the AWP. He wants to be putting his best foot forward here on this map and this half to start the game off. There was a nice info play to open up this round. Xfire went full aggressive through the outside smokes and confirmed that no one's there for Liquid, so Heroic aren't wasting their time watching the yard. It's Instead, it's eyes front, waiting for this hit in the lobby. Back to outside late for Team Liquid.
Perfectly in sync. Nerds is going to run the cross. Oh, he fake steps. X-Cloud's going to know, though. So he backs out. Nerds looks for this kill. Great position for X-Cloud. If he can stay tucked in. Oh, he doesn't need to. Forces that kill. Now they know it's an upper bust as they come running.
Missed molly means Linus can keep hanging out. They think this angle's clear. As a result, no one looking at it. And so a quick cleanup off the back of the top hit keeps Heroic in the lead.
X-Cloud with a great map so far. Getting very keen outside, clearing that kill and getting rid of the lurker not only puts them up a man, but it just tells his team to watch out for that upper rush. And like you said, the miss molly does them no favors. Seeing some nice information moves from Heroic in the CT side. Now they're trying to win the half, and dare I say it, feels inevitable with Liquid's money starting to lack 3 to 4K per player.
It starts to feel awkward for Twists and Co. As you say, the money now lagging behind the ambition, and this T side grinding to a bit of a halt. Heroic finding their form. It's clear they've been doing some work to their nuke.
Oh, great molly. Breaks their wall completely. Look at this. It's going to have a nice big gap that Liquid might need to replenish. It's looking through it.
I mean, this is a light buy round, right? Like, you don't have a lot of util. Even wasting one extra smoke there out in the yard feels punishing if you're Liquid. You managed to get bodies down at least. That's what matters right now to this Liquid squad. Some Pious on the line, on the angle. Meanwhile, Naf's hit this timing out towards Rap. This needs to be something from Nafly. There's the rotate in a Sun Pious, but he's hounded down by Ultimate. Linus been waiting here all damn round to get involved. Door swings open, but it's only one from Linus. 2v2. Nerds and JKS, the ones in it for Liquid. This low buy looking to cause big problems to Heroic, as now it's only X-Cloud left standing, coming in late from ramp. And that's positioned to shut this one down before it becomes a problem. Easier said than done. X-Cloud continues his reign of terror as the rounds keep racking up for Heroic.
Incredible individual form. This is a player that we saw, get chances, right? He thrust onto that Eternal Fire team, was benched twice, had to leave for medical issues, had a wrist surgery for crying out loud, and I didn't know if we'd get to see him back playing top lands ever again after multiple chances with that Turkish roster. Well, right now he is showing up and he is screaming down this hall as well. Liquid hear it, don't you worry. That is a clutch round to pull out of nowhere. Ooh, loose again. But luckily saved by the bell. Some Pious supports outside, and this is just an absolute decimation on that upper side. They run out the hut, they get turned into little pieces as Heroic storm the board on this CT side, showing up with an 8-round half on Liquid's map pick.
Treffing red.
Hot Linus! Three out, hot! Dead. Nice! That's hot! Hot, nice! Out, hot!
Your channel.
Nice! Nice,
This is some
Simon!
TNT, Bosman.
Nice!
Kinda, some kinda.
Liquid's channel needs editing right now. They are not flowing very well on the T side of their map pick. Some messy upper pops, some secret fakes that get denied. xCloud at the forefront of all that, and Tanir bringing a bit of heat on the ramp for a change. So right now, Heroic are staring down the barrel of a third map on Dust 2. They're going to have to earn it though. Finish it on the T side. What have they got in store? Pocket pistol going yard with all 5.
Check out this shot from Ultimate.
He's aiming at the ground right now,
Yep.
so making it all the more impressive. There's no flash for him.
Nope, doesn't need it.
Looking nowhere.
Check it out. Oh, ye of
Flash
little
hit
faith.
You just killed him. That's all your fault. Sampire sending it towards the spawn.
He was playing for that exact wrap as well. That's kind of brutal.
Oh.
The right idea, but poor execution for Liquid.
Oh,
And it's left
I know.
all onto JKS. 1v2, not impossible.
not likely. He's looking for this outside player who's crept up into heaven. Youngster with a great reposition. It's going to come down to the ladder shot, Harry. A bit of luck going a long way down as he hits the ground. It's Heroic with a pistol round.
Yeah, I had to hope the RNG would side with the former Renegade. But not meant to be. Pistol round comes through for this Heroic squad. They get past Ultimate out in the yard, and then they never stop pressing that advantage. He was the guy in the swing position, had to find success. The moment he didn't, Liquid weren't able to make up for it. Four spy up for Team Liquid. Desperate times calling for desperate measures.
Okay.
Damage done on this scout outside. Ultimate this time. There's a bit more to say. Good spam for twists. And so you need to press every little advantage you get if you're Team Liquid. 5v4 on your 4-spy round here. Trying to recover the second half. You're really hoping you can stick the landing, and see that presently in the coach's face. Mytha looking on. Let's see if Nerds can seal the deal. There's one. Double up on the double lower peak. The reaction in towards lobby, but now they've lost Ultimate in the yard. Heroic split the offense here.
I love that cam. I love watching Mytha react to every kill, knowing how integral they are. Losing Ultimate outside is a big problem. And Liquid aren't actually playing the bomb. They're split up, one-on-one. LNZ grabs that kill in lobby. Trying to retrieve this package as a unit. 40 seconds. They could just skedaddle. They could bounce. Peace out. We're going back up.
Twist going to try and react to this. Gets there just in time. Stops that bomb. Getting up the vent. And now Tanir has to battle forwards. No, Molly dropped. Darts up the vent in that moment he's given. Bomb pulled, but they give chase. Both players in to the Morza Tanir. And JKS lives to tell the tale. Team Liquid on their 4-spy have been given a lifeline on the back of that 1v1. This could have been over if Heroic finds success there. Liquid's next buy isn't coming till Heroic are on 11 rounds. They have bought themselves precious time to try and recover Nuke.
Oh, tense face. So tense as Liquid just about eke it.
Yeah, it's not the face of someone who had tremendous faith. He knew how close that round was coming out of the 1v1. Twist said, get the shuttles ready. This comeback's happening.
Same limo as usual, please, sir. The rest will take an Uber. And hey, if he can lead this team back to a comeback, 9-5 down. Get him a chopper.
That'll help the team spirit.
But the drive is pretty quick, so it's probably unnecessary.
JKS waiting over at ramp. It looks like this is where Heroic want to test. They flash themselves in, they're already out. JKS not ready for that. He's surprised by the pace.
Just caught between positions, kind of have to bail there.
It's a little rough, but he's able to get out of there. It's a little bit sketchy here. Nerds on the retreat. They are giving chase. They have to call it off as players drop down the vent. Near waiting around. It will get rewarded over in ramp. Key kill for him to find. Surely dead after the fact, but he's got his one. Twists battling forward. Double doors swung to pull the attention away. They're toying with Twist.
Oh no.
Oh!
What?
That's lives to regrets it now. It's just ultimate 1v2.
Hitless.
Pass down into lower. Door closes. And tap on that bomb, hoping it baits a peek. That kit dropped on the other side of the double doors means Ultimate's got to brawl his way to victory here. A lot of time ticked off that bomb already, and Heroic might do them one better. One back the other way as this force buy comes through for this Heroic squad. An immediate reply to the success of Liquid in that second round as Heroic move onto double digits.
Feels like a very rare ramp mistake for JKS in that position. That's a position he's been playing forever, seemingly extremely comfortable, but he is trying to reposition at the back of ramp, and they just come running through the smoke with one flash, all the footsteps, and maybe he had a second to bail, but either way, he doesn't take a single player with him. It's an awkward way to get run down, and it has resounding consequence. Heroic on double digits, Liquid broke. Just hoping, praying for this lobby push to net something, but it's only information available to near at the back of T-spawn. Will his team cross outside behind smokes? Oh, it's a second volley to take hell control. They're going round the world in this round. The utility indicates intention. But can Liquid do anything with it? It really has to be this hero rifle from Ultimate.
Because you're playing around there, Util, they've laid out the lines you can fight through, meaning Heroic should be considering this position out towards spawn.
He's up top.
No idea that Linus made it here. That should be a kill, signed, sealed, and delivered.
No one even saw.
No, they don't know. Either which way, Linus has missed his timing just as much as Ultimate has. If that bomb comes back up to try and capitalize on Linus's position, they're going to run right into Ultimate's M4. Something might be happening here. That bomb is coming up through Secret. Linus hot on the heels with the backstab. Ultimate tries to overcompensate, looks to deal with the Heaven climb up, and now things get weird. They learn about him in Garage. Linus falls over in Heaven. This is getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. And there's Liquid. This is force on force on force as this one goes back and forth.
Probably a huge jump scare for Twist there, and it looks ugly initially for Ultimate, but what it did do is give Liquid all the information they need to stay stacked on the top site. Very confusing round for Heroic, no doubt, as they go right into the belly of the beast and get dissolved by the stomach acid. Liquid trading rounds here. Heroic's buy, not much better.
I mean, we said it last time, like for Liquid, that is a gift of a round. They don't come by often. Don't be perturbed by the fact this happened 3 times in a row. Now you've got a chance once again to regain control of the game, but it hinges on stopping this fast topside play. Twists, no problem on the first 3. It's down to the rest of the team to finish what Twist started. Ultimate, things are getting weird, things are getting awkward, but he's been able to recover. X-Floud 1v2 laid out ahead of him. Bomb dropped in the site. And 2 players keen to face, both out on the rafters. JKS takes his head off. And so Liquid stick the landing on 2 rounds in a row.
Every round is an absolute mess. It's such a brawl right now. Heroic are trying to inject a bit of, madness into this game, it feels like. Knowing maybe it's a newer team, they might fare better. catching Liquid off guard. Going for some explosive plays on these upper hits, but hey, Liquid stick it with 2 players standing.
Whoever's cutting off of the mid yell
great,
is it's so good. It's perfect. Change nothing. No notes.
All right. I mean, Heroic, don't get ahead of yourself like you've won this game. They may have had the lead, but quickly diminishing. Especially now that Liquid have actually won 2 rounds in a row. Sunpire's hero AK, instead of saving for the AWP, he's bored up. Curious. JKS has been caught once. Will he be caught twice? Survey says no.
Safer angle from Kyle. Last time he was caught kind of between 2 positions, in 2 minds as to what he wanted to do at ramp. This time it's more decisive, and now he's got support close by.
Drops on
helping hand of twists. Never more than a shout away. So this hero gun round for Heroic will be unable to replicate the success of old.
Yeah, Youngstar bought Kevlar with his Glock, so he always planned on taking this weapon. This dry out upper into the MP9, somehow recovers it. But no one going any further. It's a done deal. Liquid. Lock it in. 4 kills from Ultimate. He's a rifler now, apparently. It's both maps.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've said that one before.
Just saying it because he played such a good game last time around on Anubis on the M4 and the AK. I was going to say M4A1S, but that feels like a mouthful. Don't worry, we won't see them anymore. A4s are coming back.
Yeah, A4 back in a big way.
In fashion. Probably.
Yeah, this is still on the old patch.
Yes. Until group stages. A spot where really both these teams probably should be getting to, but someone will have to do it through the lower bracket. Hello, Nerds. Not said your name in a while.
Okay. This is your moment, Nerds. This is the quad kill lined up. They have not cleared him. They've not checked him. He also doesn't know they're there, so it goes both ways, but he's going to try and get that info now. He's at
flank lobby.
Deep in the yard. That's going to free up some players to drop off the top site. But Nerds is still a ways away from actually getting this info. And so for now, there won't be much of a reaction down on lower.
This is crazy.
Liquid have to be aware that this gap exists. But right now, they're not doing anything to deal with it. They're waiting for Nerds to get this info. He's likely said, guys, I am behind them. I will clear lobby. I will get this info. Although now he's getting backstabbed by Tanir as the timing goes awry. It all gets a bit weird.
Run.
JKS with the spot down on lower. Once again caught between 2 angles. JKS first to fall. Lobby's not as clear as you might think. Even these rotates down could get weird with Tanir still lurking. And so Liquid write this one off.
Nerds is now silo. Tanir has avoided him again. They have traded places.
Oh, there's the spot.
Oh no!
God, don't give him the AWP. Just run away. Nerds finally gets it.
Woo! All it cost was the round. Yeah, that's awkward. You can't blame him really for that flank. It feels like what it looks like to Nerds' POV is they've just done smokes and they're setting up for a lobby hit to upper. But by the time you clear lobby, you're like, oh, it's definitely B. JKS again in the open court. Probably JKS, again, he's expecting a quicker reaction through single door. When he gets spotted, he thinks the door's going to swing, so he doesn't think he can run. But because they're so late to open single, he actually could have run. But that's a great example of why it can feel harder to play quote-unquote worse opponents, right? Because if you play a top team that make no mistakes, that perfectly trade that info, and react off of it, he would have been in the right place. Instead, he's caught looking a little silly in the open.
It's the I'm just too smart defense.
Yeah, literally. I'm doing it for him. He doesn't even have to.
We've all been there.
Yeah. But yeah, still, I mean, that's a cheeky round for Heroic to just walk 4 players down secret with no comm, no noise. This time, Nert's a lot more oppressive in the yard, rallying shots down as they walk close to the smoke again.
Impressive is one thing, impressive is another. And he's going to need to be that as he does find this contact on the X-Flower, tees up Twists for the opening. 5v4, they start to shuffle players down towards lower. Heroic have taken this ramp control, but a smoke down right now takes the pace out of the round. Ooh, Hell's been left open. There's been these gaps, and Heroic have been finding a lot of space from them, a lot of mileage. As Hell's been left open, Nertz is fighting for this. He could just get shot in the side of the head right now. Nightfall, he doesn't even know. That's so weird for Team Liquid. They leave ramp open. Nobody there, they're playing lower, but no one's considering the rotate through Hell. And that unforgivable error, it might lead to a turnaround here. 4v4, Heroic poised for the top site hit, and only 2 players here for Team Liquid. Naf sat back in the lobby, JKS at heart. They both find success. Whoa. Naf and JKS trying to bail Liquid out of this. It's just Youngster left in the hot seat. Damage done, but nothing found.
Dude.
And mistakes made up for from Team Liquid.
They have no right to win that round. They really don't. 2 players on upper, 2 on lower. They're so scared that that ramp control has led to a B hit, but even with hanging Nertz out to dry or him just not processing the information, the ramp is open. Heroic don't throw any nades on that top site. They walk through open runway, door and hut shut down by Team Liquid. This game is impossible to call right now. Anything can happen. But Liquid should, I say tentatively, be closing this gap up. It's a low econ round for Heroic.
I mean, Heroic are planning for the buy round in the next, right? So if they're able to find anything here, it's very, very valuable to this T side. Damage done on Inerts as he was spotted crossing secret, and with him so low, outside is open. Running onto ultimate over at ramp, and the only support he's got is a real low HP Nertz. Orb's getting pressured. First shot misses. Nertz can't hold the line. Ultimate has to. Second shot will hit its mark. Youngster going to try and clash with this AWP.
Nice.
Won't get past Ultimate's Orb. Set up on the angle. There's the killing blow to Sunpius. So well handled there for Liquid. In spite of all that early damage done on the Nertz, they're still able to make amends. And this comeback starting to take shape. 1 round in it now. Heroic saved with the intention of buying up in this round, but if they don't stick the landing, it's a tie game with Liquid calling the shots.
That'd be crazy. From 4-8 down, when Heroic actually won pistol. Sure, there were all those trades back and forth that Liquid eventually did actually get multiple rounds first, but this was still a bit of a hole that Liquid were in. This was a 10-5. And Heroic have had 1 round since that point as Liquid swell.
Yeah, from 10-5 to tentative for Heroic. 1 round in this game and a chance for it to really swap up on the result of this round. Outside's the goal.
I like this change because JKS is now secret. We've not had anyone really playing aggressively in this position all half. Ultimate's able to play ramp and reset and give it away. It's a position that Heroic have got a lot of value out of by just rushing ramp. And so JKS might have multiple kills here, but he gets headshot immediately. Barely a second to react as they are right next to the smokes. We have panic drops for Team Liquid, but Heroic are in no rush. They will not botch this round, they say. 5v4, we have to win it.
I mean, Heroic have done a great job on capitalizing on any little advantage they're given, any gap or hole in the defense of Liquid. They've often been able to find it. And so when they get an advantage such as this, they're not going to throw it away by picking up the pace. They slow it down, wait and see if they find anything on the reactions. And now they set their sights on the top side. Got to get past Nertz. Holds the line with a bit of damage. Triple swung for Nafly as he rounds the corner. Twists and Ultimate is too far removed from this round, both down towards lower. Heroic don't know it yet, but they're about to be on map point here on Liquid's map pick. They just don't get ahead of themselves when they find those advantages.
Yeah, I'm always hesitant to call it out too soon, but it does look like Liquid are saving. You can go for very late retakes on this map. Just helps with the bomb radius being so large, but there's nothing to do here for Liquid but hold on to guns. And Heroic, they right their wrongs. Last time we saw a similar round where they came back up secret, it was the one where Naf and JKS just get those 2 multi-kills on top site. And again, Heroic don't use util, but it's because they get really quick entries. Double main setup denied for Liquid, and it's map point for Heroic, like you said. This has been a stressful game for Heroic.
We need to be a bit, like, tiny bit more disruptive outside. Like, breaking smokes a bit more. Having, like, we need to have...
I like that we hear that from Twist, because I completely agree, right? The problem here for JKS is he's entirely left to his own devices on that peak. And fair enough, they haven't got any info out in the yard. So he's trying to collect that there, but you know, there's no flash, there's no break on the smoke from Nertz, who was up close at main. I thought that was going to be the play. I thought you were going to have Nertz take first contact. JKS trades the contact with him because he's the surprise, right?
Especially after the round when Nertz doesn't know that they've walked for secret because there's no nades. Anyway, this is an upper hit. Heroic might end it with a bang or might end it with a whimper. If this hold comes in, Twist on top, nails one. Naf supports him, and the old Canadians back to back, side to side, managed to stay alive in this round. Unless Linus has something to say, 1v3, down to just 12 points of health. But that smoke fading. He's got a player trapped out. Nertz survives it all. And we are 1 round away from overtime as Heroic attempt to explode on a finish.
They just did Furia. They did real Furia. They didn't come back to...
I mean, this is where that last round having bodies surviving for Heroic is worth its weight in gold, right? They come through with the buy. It still has its limitations, it still has its drawbacks, but it's enough to get the job done. Couple of rifles, utility for everyone with the exception of Tanir. And so Heroic, not going to go down quietly, they're going to run back the top side play. A Liquid ready to receive this twice over. And not held this time by the Canadian duo. They don't replicate their success. Nertz dead back in main. It's JKS and Ultimate. The fate of this game now on their shoulders. Missed Molly up in heaven. That's problematic. That would have been the safety blanket to try and plant. Second one will hit its mark.
Wait, the bomb is going
down B.
It's going down B. They're going to plant lower. This Liquid is setting up for a heaven retake.
Yeah.
They're never going to know. They will have no idea. Until that plant comes in, they are just wasting time right now. Have they realized? Yeah, Penny drops, and so do Liquid to that lower site, but these Ts are already set up to close the map and take us to Dust2.
Ultimate's low as well. JKS tagged up on the first peak. They know where 2 of these players are. Banger of a shot hit from Ultimate, but he's got to do so much more. A lot of time ticked off this bomb already. JKS, util deployed. Hopes that baits the peek out from Single. They're both there, and they line up. Heroic take this one over the line and take us the distance. There is still fight in this Heroic squad. Liquid's revenge tour not done yet. The score will be settled on Dust2.
Vitsa, 2 wins to go to the group stage, 2 losses to go home dismayed. Which will it be, and who will it be first to force themselves forward between Team Liquid and Heroic on this 3rd map? It's Heroic got a T-side start. Liquid down and lower, looking to give some love with these dualies.
Twists and Naf. Here's the support from Nertz. It's a full-on duel. Thank God there's 30 bullets in these things. Nertz needed every single one of them.
You couldn't have walked into a better setup if you're Heroic. That is an unlucky pistol. Just out of spawn. Unlucky. 4 players crunching you. The second they get that tunnel contact, the lower push comes in, shoots him in the side of the head. Liquid poised to peek together in B. LNZ has to earn it. Luckily, he has 4 smokes, so he should be fine.
You got him, smoke him. He tried, but it didn't work. One deagle.
I thought you said I'm going to 1-deke him.
Wait, is that a negative?
Wait, are you trolling me?
It says it on that HUD.
He hasn't again.
No. He sold.
He sold it. He was just doing a bit of trolling, Harry. Bit of showboating.
All right, interesting.
Should have at least thrown the Negev decoy.
No, I hate it. And that's like
Why?
your whole reason for it being
No.
It gets bought as a joke.
Yeah, but jokes are funny. Are they not? And also, it's kind of distracting. Oh, so's that. Nerf. Back to spawn. It's Nerf spamming. Nerds spamming. Nerf nerds. Twist Will with a triple kill in middle.
Nerfed.
Consider him cancelled.
Oh, Youngstar. In B.
Oh, he's going further.
Bomb down over in middle.
Okay. Yeah, play the range game, Liquid.
Youngstar's even grabbed that M4. Some pious watching over with the scout as well. He's really trying to get this bomb. Youngstar has threaded the needle. The madman's done it. He's got the bomb. Daylight robbery. Goodbye. He runs it up in towards B. Some pious
Lost this.
How to do damage down the line now with this scout. And Rotate's being held right now as Tanir's ready to try and drop down, but he only has a Glock. The fact the scout is softening them all up has big repercussions here. That Glock only needs to land a handful of damage, and even then, Sampire still takes one more with him. Whoop. There's ultimate shot in the back of the head. JKS doesn't know where to look, and this scout is still doing damage.
Dude.
Oh, what a wild round. There was nothing in that for Heroic.
I understand giving away the bomb and playing passive because you have rifles, but why not leave one guy there, like the MP9 up close, something to contain that, because one smoke wins the round for Heroic. They played that excellently, but Liquid just let them back in, I feel.
They needed anything. They needed something, but instead they got some pious. Locking it down with the scout. Teeing up Tanir with the backstab.
That's a tilter. I'm tilted. You're tilted. Liquid are tilted. You can't not be tilted after losing that round. It's about how you react to it, Harry. Do you let it overtake you? Do you let it become you? Are you the tilt? Breathe out.
And here's the thing, like, it's early days, you can still course correct, but it's rounds exactly like that for my money, lost Team Liquid Nuke.
Sure.
There were a bunch of little weird rounds in there that Liquid threw in to try and make it entertaining.
Oh, the flashes.
Wait, they still don't know about him. They still don't know about him. Ultimate is still in the site. He's been here all round. Oh my god.
Never even got a kill.
Eagle. Whoa, god, it does connect. Still 2 more to find. Ultimate tuck himself in. Steal himself away. Ultimate tuck. What the fuck was that?
Tilgon, we're back in. We're so back. Forget about the second round. we were in full control.
Ultimate was just chilling out in the site. All his teammates are dying around him. He's like, don't worry, guys, I got this. And yeah, timeout called it from Twist. Fair enough, bro.
Can we replay that whole situation?
Oh, that was
all
insane.
Of it, start to finish. What? And now Heroic threw that one. I can tell you that much, but those are some bloody nice shots. Even some bias. Game respects game.
I haven't dropped many F-bombs before.
Oh, that's appropriate.
They got me all inspired because he did it, and I'm like, well, if he's doing it, I'm doing it.
I'm allowing it. They'll have to come in here and rip that headset off your head, Harry. For times like these.
I don't understand what just happened.
Well, we're going to have a great game here, folks. I hope you're enjoying this show. It's Liquid Heroic. And to think it's only day 1 of IEM Katowice. Best video game on the planet. And breathe out.
Last time you said that, the wild stuff happened. Hugo, stop breathing.
You're the ones finding links, Harry.
No, I mean it. Stop breathing. Here we are. Heroic, they've got Catwalk to themselves. They come through with this force buy. They want to immediately enact a bit of revenge. And that's been the mission statement for this whole series. Liquid out for it after the last two times, or the last time these two teams matched up.
Tit for tat.
Heroic dealt them a rough hand and were able to win it out. Ultimate switched on after his D ground. It's just the one and done. Tenier with a quick trade. Guns now retrieved and Liquid on for another retake.
Twist can jump up, but he needs to wait. They're scaling, getting in positions. Spam through smoke nets, 2 kills out of nowhere, and Twist was left doing nothing for anyone inside of that smoke. They all get gunned down from those headshot angles, and Xfloud is turning out to be quite a mouthy young lad. Tenier with a very important trade kill here. That was the one that got them in. It felt like Ultimate was feeling up for the task. Rogue had a lot of AKs. Now Liquid have a lot of pistols. Long control, but the bomb back in spawn and just dropped there. Do Heroic want to take this control first? Because Nerds has deep B. Bomb going to be joining. Tenier, he's often left to his own devices on this T side. We see these pack plays for Heroic with Tenier playing the extremity. He's going to try and fake this one out right now. Kind of needs to die for the cause. A lot of the time, even on Anubis, we see him die for the cause. Go fight B main, commit to a kill or a death before your team go back around the world. This time he resets. And that will be for the best because they've just blocked this B bomb site.
Oh, that's perfect from Nerds. Just aggressive enough to get the info, drop that nade with good timing. Naf down and low, right as the nades are pulled. That flying JKS turn him to mincemeat.
Tastes so good. Sorry.
So now for JKS, after that kill already, he's emboldened. They run down Xfloud outside of B, and they've got Tenier trapped in over at the long doors. A done deal as Team Liquid collect. It's all on the back of Nerds, with that forward position in the tunnels, dropping the smoke just in time.
No one's won 2 rounds in a row yet. This is just how it goes. Back and forth and back again. Both teams on the ropes. Ripe for reset. But somehow Liquid are still swimming. Bobbing in the water. Crazy lower clear. First player doesn't clear. Second player pulls nades out at the worst possible timing. And this is where I think Myth is really laying it home to Liquid, like, okay, it's been a messy game so far. We can just run away. We can do our CT side right now. If we win this follow-up round, sure, there's going to be multiple AKs because a save and there's a bit of money for Heroic. But if we win this round right now, we're going to go, 5-6-2 up. So dial in, get it sharp. Don't do anything stupid.
We'll try. That's what I would say. Some pious.
Oh, I saw him.
Boosted in middle. Nerds did get the spot, but
could have left.
It looks like it goes both ways. They were jump checking after the fact. Right as they disassembled that boost, Nerds tried to move in. Oh, that's a big issue.
A pick. Bomb nowhere near. They can't commit. But Liquid don't know that. They might be panicking a little bit, thinking this one's going to end B. They actually need to get the bomb through middle, so this gives Liquid a chance to actually fight for this round. They were set up the whole time for this play. Nert's in lower, putting on pressure, but he's got no support right now. He's boxed in a cage. Twist comes through with the mid spam, and Ultimate crouching into the scout. Oh, if he went there, might have gone very wrong.
He was like constantly just on a knife's edge, and this whole game is Ultimate.
Oh, reload, that's
the
the bomb.
spot, just a bit of damage.
Don't fight
Soft
that.
in.
Just go up a B.
It's all good. Says Ultimate. I still have mid.
Twist has given up B though. They have to flank fast. I'm surprised that Liquid don't know this one's going on.
Yeah, JKS going to confirm that now, but it feels, you know, very late in the round to only just be looking for this retake. 3-on-3 as Liquid decide now whether or not they want to go for it. Going to hang around for a moment, see if anything's given.
Two smokes, a flash.
Money's on the line for both teams as well. They could have a bit of extra cash. They can justify giving this a look in for sure. With smokes now landing to obscure these sightlines, Liquid play through. JKS, full blind opening. Ultimate now springs the trap out the window. It's all eyes on Youngster, and he can't walk that clutch over the line. Liquid leave it to the wire. Faith in the 3v3, and it pays off.
Would have loved to see Sunpire's bait there. That molly missed him. He could have survived at the back of Plat, but he uncrouches, and JKS just nails him on a pre-fire. If Sunpire stays crouched, he can bait his team really well and probably win the round with how low the clock was. So I think you obviously presume the molly's going to hit you and you just go for the fight. But look at that, full blind, tapping their Plat position. Sick shots for JKS. As Liquid do it 2 rounds in a row, finally. Forced pistols out of Heroic, and not the pretty ones either. They got Glocks, P250s, a lone Deagle, no Kevlar.
Oh, Glocks,
Please.
deadly.
Chill. Up cat they go, and that's bomb with full info now. Oh, the bomb didn't make it. Deary me.
That would be a bit of an issue.
Could go wrong.
Ooh, hang on.
Liquid
Smoke
smoke.
down, Ultimate provides the smoke, and so they do get the bomb up the catwalk. You shouldn't be nervous in a round like this, but for some reason I am. Here's Nertz alone over towards the A site. He's about to have 3 players, only with pistols, sure, bearing down upon him. Twist's nearby can try lend a helping hand from Spawn. Nade's done a good job of softening them up. JKS has just moved back over, and so the timing on that is perfect. One back from xCloud, sure, but long-range P250 not his friend. And so 5 rounds stacked up for Liquid. You said that all it took was them kind of breaking through in the round prior to last, and they would start running away with this CT side. That's exactly what's happened.
Well, actually, no, you do snacks.
Heroic coming through with another buy. It features that AWP for Sunpire's.
Did he do the snacks? I want to know what that is.
Let's see. One v4 from Sunpire's. Here we go.
Oh, ultimate shot there. Or is it this? Creeping through the mid-smoke. Gonna flash him out, though. No one close. That's a cool flash. Up through the rafters, but at the back of tunnels, Youngster won't see a thing. Conceptually, very cool for Liquid. And they don't overdo it as well. Nertz pulls back after that play. And what that has done is allowed Liquid to go and stack A. I would say gamble, but it's actually more than a gamble. It's a calculated stack. With early information, Nertz can still block that B rush. But a heroic R&D going into the 4-man hold.
Oh, taking the swing was JKS. So Tania fed the opener. Bit of util damage over on Cat, but xCloud doesn't care. Plays straight through it, and with good reason. That transfer onto Naf is a thing of beauty.
Guy's got the mechanics.
One more still to find for xCloud. Won't get his bearings on Nertz in time, but it's left him in an unwinnable position here. 1v3. Xploud just running through the cat smoke. That's enough. So that's how a Heroic break on through. Thanks to Xploud and his antics over on shore. A beautiful transfer. The round is as simple as that. Now, Liquid are far from out of this, right? Still have money in the bank. Nerds saving here, going to allow a proper buy to come through for them in the next. These are the defining few rounds that decide if Heroic are able to make this interesting still as we approach the tail end of this first half.
I think we can take long with 3 here.
I have a sneaking suspicion they're going to try and take long with 3 here. Just seems like the obvious call, so let's see if Liquid are ready for it.
That's what you do. I mean, with these 3 long spawns right here, how can you blame them?
It's the corner smoke lobbed on in. Oh no, it's the late smoke at the doors. It's the one that extinguishes that molly.
What molly?
Stops Liquid from doing any sort of rollout over towards long, and so this space is owned by Heroic from the get-go.
Yeah, they realize at least Liquid don't overpeak it. They get a flash, they hear that AWP, and they bail. Don't need to give away a pick. Late long smoke here as well. Trying to buy a lot of time, and Liquid look like they want to make a move elsewhere. They don't want to just sit back and wait this smoke that they know Heroic also will. They want to re-aggress and find the weaker part of the map. It is middle, it is B, where only youngster lurks. And if Liquid dedicate a lot of resources, it's fine as long as they get this kill cleanly and set up for the retake. That's a nice entry. JKS now trying to stop this cross. Can he do it? He's got an HE for that smoke if he wants. The molly is lovely. Nade goes over the ramp. There's a big gap, but Twist bails him out. 5v3 for Liquid. Awkward spam does get revenge, but they have nades to stall out this plant.
Oh, Ultimate afforded a shot that would have really tipped the scales for Team Liquid even further. The sails on past, and Pius is the one to strike next. Xploud throws his name.
Whoa, 3v5
to the ring, and yeah, this 3v5 is looking to come through. It's only Twist left standing. This one goes awry so quickly.
Yeah.
Liquid didn't even realize they'd lost this one.
That's awesome, Pius, man. Him getting that cat kill happened so quickly that it lets him turn around to deal with the flank. If he doesn't get a kill on cat, he would stay holding it, and then Naf maybe would get that backstab, and it'd all come crumbling down with a last-second retake. Not today. Excellent post plant for Sampire. Seeing his return after this guy took 4 months away on the Falcons bench, traded back over in a whatever swap for Heroic, who somehow got him for a steal after making the money, selling their former core. And yeah, he's been putting in the hours, that's for sure.
And here's the other thing, right? Coming into this, it was kind of told that this was a bit of a grudge matchup for Liquid, a chance to enact revenge after Heroic bested them at Blast Bounty to start the year.
Denied.
You know, I think that you could have written that one off if you were Liquid, as, you know, oh, we weren't feeling it that day, or they were just really hitting, the stakes weren't the same with a more experienced squad. It's really not feeling certain in any capacity right now. It's Heroic trying to make this comeback happen, and these would be, you know, now 2 very legit wins over a Liquid squad that was supposed to have just brought in a flat upgrade. Nerds is meant to be the guy that makes this squad a title contender.
But I would actually say he had trouble last map on Nuke, right? When we look at that outside control, something Twist even talked about that we got a clip of him saying we need to be more annoying outside. We need to break the smokes. We need to create a lot more panic. And I think Nerds was extremely passive in Yard. And we even saw that lead to awkward rounds where 4 players would shift down Secret and he would flank lobby. And yeah, Heroic just got away with a lot behind their outside smokes last game. So while Nerds can definitely have his carry games, look at Anubis. I feel like he had a bit of trouble last time. So they need him now more than ever. Some really good exits for Liquid, though. Coming in with nothing and leaving with 2 guns and 3 kills. Still an even scoreline. Heroic, 3 in a row. And it's the Liquid timeout. Much important at this point in the game. These last couple of rounds are the make and break.
Yeah, Liquid trying to get back to feeling the control over this game, right? They were the ones who had that really good chance to kind of start to run away with this first half. They were sitting pretty at 5-2 up after winning the back and forth force by wars that kickstarted Dust2. Heroic now, though, versus Rifles more often than not have stuck the landing 3 times over.
Are crazy. Do they use these B spawns? I think you would be pretty crazy to make that call right now, but something inside of me says that they want to go for the full B rush in a full buy round, and Liquid are late because they wanted to cross middle safe. They are going to get run at. It's only LNZ, but this is a big distraction right now. He's got the sight.
Yeah, he's got all the space. They're going to check him from the door, hanging around to take that fight. That's what the round was banking on. Nafly stops them from spilling over into B, but now they've lost ultimate in middle. B is as tempting as ever here if you're Heroic. Getting past Nerds proves to be troublesome, though. That quick double kill on the rotating through spawn just might make all the difference. Trying to link up with xFloud. Don't underestimate this guy on the catwalk. He's had some great moments, but he's going to have to do it all alone. Tania caught in rotation on a good timing push from JKS out the long doors, and they know where this last man is. They don't have to fight xFloud here. They will, and Liquid, back to their winning ways, finally break that 3-round streak of Heroic.
It looks silly. I actually think that's a really nice call for Heroic. That's a set play where they use their spawns to fake a B rush. LNZ runs in, and then they path really quick out mid doors, knowing the B players and the rotators are all looking at B, because as he smokes landing, there's flashes. It does feel like LNZ has to get something there, but Liquid are playing outside the site. But I mean, Heroic actually had really good fights there, fighting CT with the AWP, killing Naf on the ramp. I actually think they should have won that situation, but Liquid remain vigilant that they're out mid doors. So on paper, a lot cooler than how it actually planned out. And ironically, with Liquid's late pathing to B, if Heroic just B rush, they probably win. So that's, you know, that part's unfortunate, but I still think it was a good call. Last round of the half here, Liquid trying to land on their feet. 7 would be excellent. At least 6 is enough.
Oh, a lot of damage done here through the mid doors, but it's ultimate to fall first. Heroic managed to get out of that with the advantage. Here's JKS. I mean, in the last few rounds, he's not been punished for this long aggression, and that's at the forefront of his mind here as he moves in behind enemy lines. The round in JKS's hands, but he can't get a grasp on Youngster. Quick turnaround. JKS now dead, and they're going to try and take the space out towards long. Twists, do or die. This is going to be his moment. They're tagged up. 3 players here, about to round the corner. Flash won't quite hit its mark, but it's a quick trade from Linus that leaves this just on Nerds. 10 points of health, but the other 2 are also looking worse for wear. Smoke down for the cross. Nerds closes the gap. Gonna jump up, trying to chase this site player. Bomb planted for long. Sapias here to close if Linus goes down, but he does not make it easy for Nerds. Third map all tied up as Heroic battle back.
Anybody else but you. 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 Anybody else but you.
Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you.
In what could have been one hell of a grudge match here, Liquid were looking for revenge. Heroic, meanwhile, they've got their own record to set straight. They want to show that that win over Liquid last time was as legitimate as they come, and nothing would prove that more than doing it in the fires of LAN in the Hall of Heroes for Katowice.
Wouldn't be the Hall of Heroes without Heroic. So let's see if they can show it with this new squad in a new year. They have got tit for tat, toe for toe with Liquid all day long. Now it's the final half to split the difference.
Eye for an eye down in middle, everyone's blind. Ultimate holding onto the push out through the long doors.
Oh no.
Well, that was kind of a golden opportunity to get the opener. And it does just sail on past him. Still, the rest of Liquid, they know they've got some space here on the back of seeing that long push. They try to take it. Ultimate's been given room to get out the long side. And Linus, Linus, a dead man walking. 2 from Ultimate on this long push. Can he make it anymore? Ultimate's doing everything. Down to this 1v1. It's on Naf to finish what he started. Tanir on the other end. Hiding out in this smoke right now, trying to keep Nafly guessing. Now makes his move, plays his hand, and it's perfection. Pistol round secured as Tanir clutches up for Heroic.
This kid's cool, man. He's never stressed. He looks very focused, very casual, even when he wins that round. And that is a huge round at this point in the game for Heroic. Pulls them back into favor. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. There are still force buys available, and we saw what happened in the first half, but new face to Tier 1 Counter-Strike, and right now proving his worth. Tanir saves Heroic.
There is that force buy you're talking about.
Without a plant as well, I think this is super desperate for Liquid. It's a sign of the times. They've got to have a good call behind it. It's just going to be a cat explode. And sure, this Famis is a scout. It's not the perfect buy for Heroic, but this is a high-risk maneuver.
Good damage for xCloud to open. Oh, it's all xCloud. The catwalk belongs to him.
Famis ain't even good yet.
Just you wait. So now it's just Ultimate with a deagle, but...
No.
We've seen this one before. Ultimate even got the spot on them jumping up behind him. Gonna have to hit a drive-by. Gonna have to hit a blinder. Oh, it's not good. It's not pretty. They're getting closer with every second. One more back for Ultimate. Don't give him another. And so finally someone reels him in.
They're just giving him 1v1s, man. I know it's a 5v1.
You said don't count your chickens before they hatch. Youngster's there to close it out because his hens are tied. And so now Heroic up in the lead.
Nice.
8-6 as they overcome the force buy.
Yeah, and again, like, you know, sure, you can win it. It has huge consequence if you do win it, but I think this is a very hard map to get away with that round. I think it's shown perfectly, but the fact that they Tech-9 run up cat with no smoke down and they get eviscerated by a headshot angle ramp Famas, like, that's exactly why you don't want to force buy. It's, yeah, it's just, you've dug yourself a bit of a hole. It's one thing if you get a bomb plant and you have Galils, but Liquid trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. Digging in the dirt right now and getting out with some scraps. We've got a hero rifle now picked up on an eco as well. So sustain one body shot. Your aim is done, buddy. Guy. But he waits for the A1S anyway as LNZ comes back from the long side. And ironically enough, Liquid, they may have lost the force, but it could be the full eco that comes up in their favor. If they commit right now, before this flank comes in. But the timing gets better with every second. And Heroic get more info. And Nerds just misses it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Youngster has just found like this golden timing for the backstab. Oh, getting past the site player's always been a problem. Whether it's Linus or xCloud, they hate who they're running into here. It's just Naf, and not for long. Wide swing on the back of the flashbang. Heroic are fast approaching a series point. Lagging behind is this Liquid squad. They've got this buy now, ready to come through. But it has to stick the landing straight away.
Shame for Liquid, who had the perfect setup so early in the round, but they wanted to wait for one more kill. They got a bit greedy. The sooner they go for that move, the better. Instead, they get flanked. So maybe a shallow grave for Liquid to lie in here, unless they start off their gun round with a bang. Pushing the long smoke is LNZ. He knows it's a fake. That's a big move to make as a solo long player with no flash support. Sampire spotted, survives on the catwalk. And already Heroic playing with a lot of bravado, a lot of confidence on the CT side. Spelling disaster for Liquid if they drop in this round. We need a hero. We need strong rifles to find these entries. Liquid should be full of them. Where are they?
I mean, this is something we talked about right at the top of the year when we saw these squads face off in Glass Bounty. You know, the change of bringing in Nerds, that was supposed to be what takes Liquid to being a title contending team. You've picked up one of the best riflers. And so you want to have immediate results. Falling down here to Heroic now twice over would be a huge pitfall for this Liquid squad. Gonna try and explode into the B site. Tania ready to receive. They line up for Youngster. Lost in this smoke. Youngster will fall, but it's only Naf. 1v2 as he's thrust into another clutch. Bomb retrieved, manages to get it into the site. Chance for the plant that no one can punish. 2v1 sure, but this is far from an easy round for Heroic. With damage done on Linus, Sampires is to get off that AWP, so he's donning a FAMAS. Flash goes in. No info, no peek on the back of it. Naf buys his time. Second flash dodged. Still waiting for that reaction. Clean taps from Naf. Can't quite manage the third. Oh dear, just hide. No, goes back in for it. Calm and composed from Nafly. Even though there's some definite weirdness in there. He looked like he had it in the bag the whole time.
He puts a fresh mag in? That's crazy. Doesn't even pull the pistol. But Naf stays calm. And Liquid, a must-win round. No other way to characterize it. 1v3 for Naf at the back of the B site. That's crazy. Awkward whiff for Sampires indeed. Swapped off the AWP to make that play, and in hindsight, might have won it with the AWP. Just needed that one shot. Alright, we got a game now. Not going to be the Heroic show. Maybe a bit of Liquid TV here on this T side.
This has been a bit of a problem for them across the series. Is like these swing rounds, these swing moments haven't been coming through for Team Liquid. This is the round that would let them take full control over the game, and already Sampires looks to make things interesting. Gets aggressive with that AWP. He knows exactly what's required of him if Heroic want to win this round. And that's getting involved early. Lives to tell the tale, and now a 5v4 for Heroic. They're even aggressing over on short. They are still pressing that advantage. Sampires fall blind. Ultimate waits with the Deagle, and the Deagle's been his friend, but he's not ready for the third man. Twist falls as well. Quick double up out of Tania. Bomb away from Team Liquid. JKS, now it's his time to try and clutch. 1v3 as this begins. Given room to plant that bomb. It's a lengthy flank from Sampires. So JKS has had a bit of time to get set up here, but he's not ready for long. He's not expecting this. Sampires positions perfectly decisive in every action in that round. From the aggression to start it to the lengthy reroute for that retake. Sampires does not set a foot wrong. And so this swing round, this swing moment will not come through for Team Liquid.
Yeah, it seems risky to split up in that scenario, but I think because he just does it so decisively, look how good the timing is. His teammate baiting for him on short with nades. JKS staring at his smoke, think he has two players trapped. So that's a really cool heads-up move for Sumpires. Can't doubt those decisions in the moment. Trusts his gut, takes a 10th round, and gets back to their winning ways with only one blemish on their CT side campaign. Now it's just a hero AK. And Nerds has had his moments in this matchup, but hasn't necessarily been an instant deliverable on Dust2. Instead, delivers them that AK, and it's irretrievable as well. So any hope you had of Liquid winning a hero gun round should be out the window. LNT has even disposed of the weapon. Creeping out mid behind the smoke. He gets flashed in. Oh, he is audacious as they come running. He comes gunning with 3 kills in the middle. Oh, little dink. That could have gotten weird, but Twist denied at the door. Need ID for that. Heroic 11-7. Last chance saloon for Team Liquid.
I mean, this is the last hurrah for Team Liquid, the last-ditch attempt to try and save Dust2. And Heroic, well, looked like they were going to be dealt a B play here from the get-go. 4 players over towards the tunnels, but Sumpires is in the right place on this AWP. Lurk smoke in, he tries to play over the top of it. This is the gun for the job. 1 kill here would be a lovely way to start this round and deny that B play, but right as Sumpires has left the angle, Liquid move in. Time is not on his side here. Second, they're getting closer, but Sumpires nails the opening kill. They might get out in a mid, but Sumpires still ain't feeling the pressure. The mid players go back, regroup in the tunnels, and now mid's been cleared. Xfloud makes it so, and so Sumpires pulled, backed into a corner, lets them cross. First shot connects, and it's an instant trade.
Beautiful.
Sumpires did all he had to. 2 kills in the round. From that AWP, over towards B. Now a retake for Heroic. And the game resting on its shoulders.
2 smokes. Are they going to use them? They're just going to go in dry right now. This is dangerous. I'd like to see something blocked. Yeah, they throw. Oh, it misses. Lands in front of the car. Better than nothing as they come flooding through the window one by one. Traded by Twist and Ultimate, who keep Liquid in this series by the skin of their teeth. Sumpires squeezes everything he can out of that B-hold as a solo player versus double lurk smokes and the threat of middle. But it is not enough. Liquid long it out. They refuse to go down without a fight.
Well, they might be on the back foot, but Liquid still have pauses left to burn. And at this sort of scoreline, want to be using them all. It's Saw getting involved right now for Heroic to try and keep this lead in check.
All good, boys. Take a breath, okay? Take a breath. Now, we take attack, boss. Our economy is really weird.
Sumpires, experienced player of Heroic, trying to calm the troops down.
I think it's a good time to pull one in, right? Especially because you're coming into this with a cobbled together buy. The going's going to keep getting tougher.
Can't believe JKS commits there. He has no smoke on his Molotov. They just go through short. That nade hits. They know Nerds is coming around the corner. Oh, from afar, Sumpires plucks them out of the sky. Good grenades.
Gives rousing speeches too? That's crazy. Double opener from Sumpires. In this all-in round from Heroic.
Fake step.
Jump up on a catwalk there. Flanking this looking to pincer it from both long CT and the short side. Smoking their way right now, but there's a gap in it. Twist goes hunting in the spawn. Tanir's chased down. He was not expecting that. Did not anticipate this aggro move out of Twists. Last two players up on the catwalk. Ultimate might have all the info, but that's not going to help him. A slam dunk lobbed in from the young star. Match and series point locked in for Heroic as Sampaius has gifted them not just the words of wisdom heading into that final round, but the round with it.
Liquid just don't look on the same page there. They try and chase the spawn, that someone makes the call, it's fine. They go, they get the kill, then they pull back. They're choosing to fight. Meanwhile, Ultimate's choosing to hide, right? Like, I would love to see Liquid even stay in spawn, try and stall that out, try and play the bomb, rather than just go straight for kills. Because Ultimate wasn't looking to get involved there. Low health in the site, and it's actually nades that decide it. Heroic, they've done it online. Now they look to do it on LAN. Back-to-back victories versus Team Liquid. New look, Nerds Team Liquid, and it's right there. They are on the cusp.
X-Floud with the aggression. Full aggro in what might be the final round of play, and it's X-Floud sticking the landing, doubling up, leaving Heroic in pole position. Four chances to close out this game, and this might be their best one. Even now, still making moves. Tanir playing up close to the smoke down here in middle. Is he going to go through? Nah, just tucking himself in. Mid's at least accounted for. Two players over towards that A site. Mid to B is hoping to be the answer here for Liquid. They've got to get past Tanir. They've got to clear him, and they don't. It's a lazy check from Twist. Here's the rotate down. Liquid wanted their revenge, but it seems like Nerds has a new nemesis in this new look Heroic. An old friend turned foe is now twice over. Heroic have bested Liquid, this time on LAN.
Yeah, 4 maps, 4 different maps won by Heroic over this new Liquid team in just a couple of weeks. And the first Katowice